kind of starting with the NCAA tournament, you guys, like we've seen a lot of crazy stuff go on this past weekend, you guys. I mean, it was great. Looking back and reflecting real quick before we get into it, it was great seeing our school there. I will admit that, and I know we played against Iowa, and I know the loss was pretty grave and sad and stuff like that. But it was just good to see our school there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what you guys were thinking about that, but I was all hyped up, man, and I was like super hyped up the whole weekend, and even before, even the first or the Final Four in, like that was pretty cool to see and stuff like that. But as you guys all know, we recently lost one of the players from our team, Oscar Frayer. We just want to sit there and say to his family and to his loved ones that we're praying for them, and just super sad, man, because I mean, if none of you guys really know, and I know most of our guys are out here and girls that watch is from Arizona and stuff, and across the world, Grand Canyon, we're a really tight knit community, and to be able to see those guys every day and walk on campus, and you just see them. We're not a school program like Duke or North Carolina where everybody's just all celebritied out. Like we're all people that just walk on this campus and see each other every day. So it's pretty sad, and I just wanted you guys to share your guys' thoughts real quick before we get going on that.
Nah, man, it's heartbreaking, bro. It's heartbreaking, like especially when for a guy who's put so much time and effort into our athletic program, our basketball program, at a school that had a lot to prove, and no district, like you can't say we would be where we were if it weren't for Oscar. Like honest
truth, he helped a lot.
And for a guy to finally win the WAC, man, to finally win the league. To get to go to a tournament, to get to experience March Madness, like albeit whether we lost or not, you're the first of GCU people to make it, and just for that story to end so quickly after and in such a sad part,
really great,
breaks your heart, man, because this was a guy who's probably maybe 24, 25, he was supposed to graduate this year, this was the year he graduated. He finally finished his last year plan, like it was done, man. He's ready for the next stage of life, and it's not going to get to do that. And it just, it just puts you into perspective again to remind you, man, life is just so fragile. There is no knowing when your time will be, how your time to go will come. And you just have to kind of continue to live, everything as best as you can and soak up everything, enjoy as much as you can, but also appreciate the people that appreciate the experiences that you have. Be sure to make sure you reach out and tell people how much you appreciate them, how much you like you, because you're not. It's very cliche, but you won't know when you get to to do that again. We will never get to talk to Oscar again, but all of us, I'm sure, have talked to him at some point.
Right.
Probably never thought that'd be the last time we talked to him. It's a very hard mindset to keep, but you have to just kind of remind yourself that this life is just so fragile, man. And we're all such a small part of such a big thing, and that as much as we feel like we have power and control over the day to day in our life, there's a higher power. There is someone above that has a goal and a vision and a dream, and he's helping use you to the best of his abilities, and he's putting you in positions that you're meant to succeed. And stories like this that end sad, you sit here and you wonder, like, well, why did this story end this way, man? That's not right. Why did he have to go this way, or why do you have to go at this time? It's not something we're ever going to understand.
Of course.
The offer is that it's all a part of a bigger plan that will all make sense at some point. I'm assuming that probably that time will probably come when it's our turn to get called up, and he'll be like, look, this is why you had to come at this time, because this leads to X, Y, Z.
Right. Kenny Weezen, what's up? Y'all something to say?
Weezy, you want to start?
Yeah, I'll start. Yeah, it's definitely was shocking. I actually sent Kent a text earlier today, and I was like, yo, Oscar Frayer just died. And he was like, no, you're joking. Like, stop lying. Kent did it. And actually, how I found out, my buddy posted a picture on Instagram of him, and it said, so sad. And I was like, dude, why are you making it look like he died? And he's like, because he did. And like I was blown away. Like I didn't realize he actually died. And then it was just crazy. But yeah, Oscar was a great dude. I actually had a class with him my freshman year, and he's just a down-to-earth guy. And like you guys were talking about, GCU is such a tight-knit community where we intermingle with our athletes. You know, Ken and I had one of the basketball players on our podcast the other week, and we were talking about Oscar on the show. And, you know, literally got to watch Oscar Saturday play against Iowa. You know, it's crazy to think that, you know, some guy we were just watching on the court the other day, he's gone now. So it's just really crazy and heartbreaking.
Yeah, it's this one hurts, man. It's been eating me up since Alex texted me. I was like, dude, you're capping. Like, it's not real.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
He sent me some like Twitter thing that it said he passed away, and I'm like, I don't believe that. And then a few more sources and a few more friends started texting me, and Armani texted me about it shortly afterwards. And I'm like, there's no way. Like, saw him on campus like a month ago, it feels like, and I've had, you know, a few conversations here and there with him, you know, some short. I had one decent conversation my freshman year with him, but just I told him, and this is a story I probably haven't told you guys this, is that my senior year of high school, I was just sitting in my house, like deciding where I wanted to go to school, like basically, and I turned on a GCU game because it was on YouTube, and I saw Oscar Frayer just threw one down, like he was just, and the crowd was going crazy, and it really helped me, like, man, the culture there is crazy, it's amazing, like, and so Oscar was a freshman that year, and that was like, I think our first year, if we couldn't make it to the tournament, because it was our year. But to think about, he went through that year and then the 2 years where we lost to New Mexico State in the WAC championship, and then he had to sit out a year for academic reasons, and then came back and got another year and was able to win the WAC. And his last week, he got to play with us in the tournament, man. And then just him passing away, man, it kills me. He means so much to all of us. Just being that guy, him and Laver were there forever.
Since I first got there.
Those are our guys, man.
It's killing me, man. He's such a friendly face, such a great person. He spent time talking to everybody who wanted to talk to him. Somebody say, "Hey, Oscar," he's maybe 30 feet away. He'd turn around, he'd walk up to somebody and talk to him. Like, he would not big league anybody. He would not big time anybody. He would sit and have conversations with anybody who wanted to. And so this one hurts. He's one of the really nice, really good people I've ever met, man. So this one's killing me.
Yeah, and it's super sad because, like I said, like you're around the mix of it all. You know what I'm saying? And I remember my time came towards my senior year. I was working at the student athlete development building. This was actually kind of a time where Oscar wasn't, like, he wasn't on the team or anything. He was on his academic band and stuff, and I would be there every day, and I would see him check in and do his study hall hours and stuff like that, and you just saw how passionate and how serious and how dedicated he was to trying to get back on the court. And from that, it just showed the character of how hurtful it was for him to not be for the team with us last year, with Coach Marley's last year on the team and stuff. And it just shows testament, because this dude, like, we would watch Oscar and dudes on Sports Center, SC Top 10 out of nowhere, bringing Grand Canyon on the map slowly and surely. It's crazy, man. But like Alex said, it's important that, life is so fragile and that we really value each and every day that we are on this earth, man, because, like, it's all purpose, all timing, and timing is everything. We always talk about that aspect of time, and you never know when it may be your time. So it's important that we are always grateful for what we have and the loved ones that we have. And like I said, my prayers go up to the team and our school and our community and his family as well. As that's just a trying time for any parent, any loved one, any family member. That it's really grave and sad. But moving forward with the rest of the show, what's your guys' thoughts on the tournament so far, Ken and Weezen?
It's crazy, man. We're doing our predictions over on B Squared, and I was telling Ken, I've been telling him for 2 weeks, there's going to be more upsets this tournament than any other tournament before.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, literally.
What do we look at? We got teams. We got North Texas beat Purdue earlier. Oral Roberts is in the Sweet 16. It's crazy, and I think it's entertaining. This is what March Madness is meant to be.
Right.
We don't see all those 1 and 2 seeds going all the way. I'm rooting for there to be no 1 seeds in the Final Four. Is it going to happen? Probably not. But
No, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah.
I want the higher seeds to win. I don't care who wins as long as it's the higher seed. It's just entertaining basketball, and that's what March is about.
Ken, what's up with you, man?
What's crazy to me is that if somebody told you that Loyola Chicago was going to knock off a bunch of high seeds again, would anybody have believed it? I mean, Illinois, like everybody had Illinois going to the Final Four. Like Illinois,
bro,
so good,
bro.
Illinois and
that is so embarrassing. That is so embarrassing.
They got blown out by Loyola Chicago. I love it. I love March Madness, man. Syracuse, I am number 1 in a lot of bracket groups because I chose Syracuse to go to the Elite Eight, and then a lot of other ones I have Houston. So I now have Syracuse and Houston playing each other. So hopefully some of my brackets will be correct. But no, to see teams like UCLA who had to play a play-in game,
right?
UCLA beat BYU, who was good, and then Abilene Christian, who had knocked off number 3 Texas. Then UCLA blows them out. So now UCLA is in the Sweet 16, and I want to talk about for a second. I told everybody this before we started recording. Everybody where I work told me that USC was a first-round loss, and I said, no, my Trojans are going to the Elite Eight at least. Fight on, baby. And all I got to say is we're going to beat Oregon, and we're going to keep going. And if we have to beat Gonzaga, we will. And I'm USC to the moon. We got the number 2 player probably. Well, he's probably the number 1 player in the country now that Cade Cunningham's been knocked out. Evan Mobley. I think all 4 of us got to see him play live last year at
we were all at Staples Center for the Hall of Fame.
And we were all there. Well, I'm saying Evan Mobley, the guy who's the freshman who's going to get drafted. We saw him at Hoop Hall in Phoenix. I don't know. Were all you guys there? Yeah. Yep.
I wasn't there, but I've seen him before.
Yeah, and so he was nasty. He dropped like 30 in a game, and he probably weighed as much as me. He probably weighed $150, and he's like 7 feet tall. He's
a top prospect for the NBA.
He's gonna be nice. So we blew out Kansas by 30. So to all you Jayhawks fans out there, sorry, but
Bill Self is the most overrated coach in NCAA basketball. I promise. No funny stuff.
They're always
funny stuff.
A high seed, and they always lose. That's all I gotta say. Doesn't help that they played the best Pac-12 team remaining, which is USC. That's all I gotta say. But the Pac-12 has been made fun of for a long time, and we're finally showing why we're the best conference, and that's because we got Oregon and USC playing. Then we got
that's dope.
UCLA still playing, and then I think we got one more still playing.
Oregon State's playing.
Oregon State's still playing. That's 4, dog.
How could you forget the Beavs, Kent? Come on, man.
I'm going for the Beavs. I got Beavs going to the Elite Eight.
Okay, so I need a clarification, bro. How do 4 teams from one conference make it, bro?
So USC was a top 25 team during the regular season. So they were like ranked like number 18 most of the year. So they get in. They kind of got in just based on being good.
I know Oregon State won Pac-12, so they get in
the tournament.
Oregon State won the Pac-12 tournament, so they got in. Oregon, I think, was in the championship game, or maybe
they were in the championship game. Yeah.
Or maybe
no. I think Colorado was, but either way, though, they had.
It was Colorado. Colorado
was ranked though, regardless too, weren't they?
Yeah, Colorado was in the top 25, and they made it because they made it that championship game. Oregon was ranked during the year, so they made it in. And then UCLA should not have made it in. They made it in because they made it in a play-in game.
The first 4, the
first 4 game, and then they won. They beat Michigan State on like a 10-point comeback in the last 2 minutes. Then beat BYU, and then they beat Abilene Christian. Now they're still in it, but
in the Sweet 16.
But
so basically by conference size, depending on how many successful teams that you have in your conference, you'll be able to get more teams in. The only thing with Grand Canyon, we're a smaller conference within the WAC, so we only get one automatic bid through the championship of the conference tourney. Yeah, that's usually how it works and stuff like that. But I'm just really shook too. Like we're seeing like the resurgence in Loyola Chicago, and I was just like, what the heck? Like they really knocked off what I said, Illinois. It's crazy. Illinois. And I was really thinking, and the funny part about it was, bro, and I was watching like the whole CBS and TNT excerpt and everything, and D-Wade's interviewing Ayo Dosunmu, the top point guard for the team. And he's talking like, yeah, we're going to make a big run. And all of a sudden, you guys just lose. I'm like, oh, no. Like, this is crazy.
They were grilling, bro, for that Kobe pick he took, bro. It was grilling.
Yeah. I don't have
a problem with that, man.
Oh, yeah.
Take the picture, bro. But for you to get blown out in a tournament like that?
Oh, yes, bro. God. It's crazy, bro. And even
seed.
Oral Roberts beating Ohio State, that was the first crazy thing that I saw, because I was like, wait, no way.
What?
It's crazy, man. And then I'm going for the Pac-12 though, for sure. And I'm pretty sure and confidently thinking, like, looking forward on like the rest, like the Gonzaga Creighton game. I feel like a lot of teams are sleeping on Creighton. Yeah, but at the same time, though, the Zags have been playing pretty good. In the beginning of the game against Gonzaga and Oklahoma, it was kind of a struggle for them to like get going at first, because Oklahoma came out hot trying to score the ball really fast. But I think that a lot of credit needs to go to Mark Few as a coach, bro. I feel like he's kind of a guy that we respect and we know, but I feel like he doesn't get as much credit as like a Roy Williams or a Coach K. Yeah. And another guy, and everybody knows him, Jim Boeheim, bro, with Syracuse, bro. I have mad respect. And I haven't always been like I'm more of a guy who likes teams that are like, you know, exciting to watch and stuff. Yeah. And you think of Syracuse, you'd be like, oh, okay, they're in the ACC. Like, who cares? But no, Boeheim always finds a way to get his team to the Sweet 16, the Elite Eight, or it's not even sometimes the Final Four, bro. And that's something I'm sure Weezen and Kent know. That happens pretty frequently, that you'd be like, okay, like it's just another Syracuse team. They're not going to do it. But it's like his system, that the 2-3 man press or whatever they run, the 2-3 defense that they run, that half court, dude, it's so crazy to the point where teams just get so distraught and like out of it that they just make a run. And I'm like, what the heck? But it's like so exciting to see. But going through like the Sweet 16, like what do you guys see like going forward?
Well, first of all, touching back on Syracuse real quick, it's kind of funny because with Coach Boeheim, I think this is the only team in sports history where the coach's son is playing good.
Oh, no. Literally, bro. It's crazy.
Nah, facts, though.
His son is playing good.
He's a hitter.
But, yeah, you can ask Ken. I've been saying from the beginning, I actually have Creighton beating Gonzaga. I just picked them.
That'll be a big upset.
I told him, I was like, you know, every year there's just this one team that makes it far that has no business making it far. And I think that's going to be Creighton this year. They're just going to somehow pull up and beat Gonzaga.
I'll say this, Alex, before you continue. Gonzaga hasn't, like, they went 26-0. They haven't won a game by less than 10 points since the first week of February. So they're pretty damn good.
That team's on an undefeated streak right now. They're like since last season.
Oh yeah,
hey, you look like I care? Gonzaga.
Weezy's funny, bro.
Oh my God, bro! Said he's still picking them to win, man. I'm stay strong.
Hey, that was in my normal bracket, but I'm telling you, I'm in the top 99. I'm in the 99th percentile bracket with a bracket I picked solely based on coin flips as well. I've won 42 games in that bracket. Dude, yeah, but I'm excited for the 16. We're guaranteed at least 2 seeds higher than 6 to make it to the Elite 8, so that's crazy.
Yeah, that's something wild to think about too.
11s in there with UCLA and Syracuse, but
yeah,
I'm excited. I agree with Kent. USC is going to be Oregon, in my opinion.
Let's go.
Especially after that 34-point blowout they had the other night. That was
I'm rooting for them too. Yeah.
Yeah.
UCLA, Bama. Can you guys see upset or no?
UCLA.
Oh, okay, for sure.
I'm going UCLA just because I want the program to reach another level for my man. When my man comes there next year, my boy Peyton Watson, 5-star California, is going to UCLA next year. I would love for that program to reach the Elite 8, just so there's some notoriety. So there's some expectations for him, because I think that kid No, if you haven't seen him, that dude is like, it's like watching KD, bro. I'm not saying he's gonna beat KD, because ain't nobody gonna beat KD. But at that size, that like the way he moved, bro, dude is nasty, bro. He's definitely gonna be a top 5 pick next year if he plays and isn't hurt, bro. Because kid is nasty.
Yeah, and the thing with UCLA's program, Kim, I remember Johnny Juzang. He used to be on our team on the Kentucky Wildcats, and now he's the leading scorer at UCLA. So like their program's kind of starting to slowly turn back around. So I'm pretty excited for the Pac-12 for sure. I'm going for the Oregon State upset against Loyola Chicago, and it's kind of weird to say it's an up. It's kind of weird to say it's an upset.
Okay.
It's kind of weird to say it's an upset because it's Loyola Chicago, but at the same time, they're an 8 seed and Oregon State's at 12. So I'm going to try to root for them and try to go all Pac-12 out for that one. And then what do you guys think about Oral Roberts, though?
They beat Arkansas.
There's no way they beat Arkansas.
They beat Arkansas. You can book it right now. Remember when they beat them and they go on, you'll come back and look at me and be like, he got it right.
Arkansas is crazy.
Momentum is going to carry that, bro. Watch.
Yeah.
It can't be stopped right now. They're the hottest thing. They're the hottest thing on earth, bro. Who's gonna stop them? Who's gonna stop them? It'll be Ohio State and Florida. Any team that's beating Ohio State and Florida, my confidence level is already out the roof, bro. I don't care. Now you're telling me I gotta play Arkansas, bro. I'm not scared of Arkansas. I done beat Florida, man. I done beat Florida and Ohio State, bro. I'm not scared of Arkansas. Bro. I'm not scared. Bro.
It was funny after Oral Roberts beat Florida. I was just scrolling through Twitter and someone posted a screenshot of Oral Roberts' student handbook, and it said, "Funny how Oral Roberts is still in the dance, but it's illegal to dance on campus." So, like,
wow.
I didn't know they were a religious school until then. But
no, they're super strict. Private.
Oral Roberts just putting themselves on their map. I didn't know they even were school until they beat LSU baseball by 22 runs a couple weeks ago, and all of a sudden they're here in the Sweet 16. Like,
wait, you said 22 runs?
They put 22 up on LSU. That's how I found out about them. And now they're in the Sweet 16.
Seven innings. We're not doing 7 innings sweep, bro. After 7 innings,
exciting to see.
That's crazy. And then another big matchup, I think, Baylor and Villanova. Who you guys got in that one?
It's gonna be a fun one, honestly.
That's gonna be a good game, I think.
I have Baylor, but because Villanova doesn't have their best player, so the fact that they've got I'm like, I feel like they'll probably lose, but I think they'll put up a good fight. They're always a good program.
Yeah, Jay Wright's a good coach. What do you think, Weezen?
I agree. I'm gonna take Baylor, and then I think I have Baylor getting upset in the Elite 8.
Oh, by who?
I gotta remember. Hold on, give me a second.
Did you have Arkansas? Were you pushing for Arkansas to get to the Elite 8?
Yeah, was it gonna be Arkansas Baylor? I think I have Arkansas Baylor.
Yep.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Honestly, so Alex Collins then has Oral Roberts beating Arkansas, and Alex
going to the Elite 8.
Yeah, and Alex Reason has Arkansas upsetting Baylor. So this is gonna be a fun.
It's gonna be interesting. The battle of the Alex.
Hey, I also have number 4 Florida State winning the whole tournament. So.
That's gonna be okay. Who they match up against? They're matched up against Michigan. I
thought LSU was gonna beat Michigan. I did not think.
I thought so too.
16.
Yeah, but the thing that in that game that was a pretty close game, but the only thing that LSU failed at was they let go of their momentum. Yeah, and I think that kind of dragged out towards the end, and I don't know. I was talking to Ken about that, and I was saying Will Wade, like he's a cool coach, but at the same time, he just like loses it, bro. Like he's just like a mental head case. Like when it comes to like game situations and scenarios, like they blow games a lot. Like they really just be blowing the damn game. And I'm like, dude, like you guys had the lead, but I think what it was that they started to rush too fast with how their offensive pace is at LSU, and they relied too heavily on Javonte Smart. And in my opinion, Cam Thomas is a top lottery pick, bro. Dude can hoop. Dude can ball like crazy, but I think they just failed at that pace and playing way too fast in a situation where they didn't need to rush kind of screwed them over. But Looking at the tournament, though, I'm pretty excited, man. Like, this is kind of the most excited I've been in a while because last year, I mean, we weren't afforded a tournament. You know what I'm saying? Just due to COVID and everything that happened with the global pandemic. But it's good to see college basketball back, and it's good to see fans excited again. It sucks because everybody's bracket seems busted, and there's no more perfect brackets. But at the same time, though, like, we're witnessing great basketball.
That's what makes it great, bro. Is having all these crazy upsets. Nobody wants to see all the 1s and 2 seeds winning, bro. Like, we love the fact that Oral Roberts and Loyola Chicago are in it still. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what makes it fun. That's what makes it March Madness.
So, right.
It's been awesome.